Hello friends, in today's video we will look at exponents and the associated rules with exponents. This is a topic useful for 7th grade math as well as 8th grade math. So let's move on. So first of all, let us look at what is a base, what is an exponent, what are powers. Alright, look at the concepts first. So we have an example of 2 raised to 4. The way we mention it is 2 to the power of 4, where 4 is the exponent, 2 is the base. So again, in the representation here, 2 raised to 4 is mentioned as 2 to the power of 4, which is nothing but 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which is 2 multiplied by itself the number of times, which is nothing but the exponent. Now let's look at some of the rules associated with exponents. The very first rule is when you have a number a and you raise it to the power 1. So any number raised to the power 1 is nothing but the number itself. So 100 raised to the power 1 is 100. 7.5 raised to the power 1 is again the number itself. Simple enough. Next up is any number except 0 when raised to the power of 0 equals 1. So 100 to the power of 0 is 1. Any non-zero number raised to the power 0 equals 1. Please note this, it's very important. The next one is when you have two when you have two powers and you have the same base associated with them. So you have x raised to the power a multiplied by x raised to the power b, where both the bases are the same, where the base is x. Then the rule is you add the exponents in order to obtain the final answer. So x raised to the power a times x raised to the power b equals x raised to the power a plus b. As an example, when you have 3 square times 3 to the power 4, the answer is 3 to the power 2 plus 4, which is 3 to the power 6. Right? Because you have a 3 multiplied by itself twice, and times 3 multiplied by itself 4 times, which is nothing but 3 multiplied by itself 6 times. Fair enough. Again, 3 square can be written as 3 to the power 1 times 3 to the power 1, which is nothing but 3 times 3. Right? Another rule here is when you have two powers and you're dividing one power by another power where the base is the same, then you subtract one from the other. You subtract the exponents. So if you have 3 to the power 4 divided by 3 to the power 2, then the rule of thumb is the answer is 3 to the power 4 minus 2. So it's nothing but 3 to the power which is nothing but 3 written 4 times, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 divided by 3 times 3, and so it's the answer is 3 square. Again, 3 square can also be written as 3 cubed divided by 3, right? So that's where this rule comes in handy. Moving on, when you have an exponent of a product, say for instance you have xy raised to the power a, and then the rule of thumb is you get x to the power a times y to the power a. For example, when you have 3x raised to the power 4, it's the same as 3 to the power 4 times x to the power 4. So anything within parentheses gets multiplied by, gets raised to the power outside the parentheses. Alright, next one up. In the negative exponent, this is interesting, right? This doesn't uh, ring a bell immediately, but we look into this. So any number or variable raised to the power raised to a negative exponent is nothing but the reciprocal of its positive counterpart. So x raised to negative a is equal to 1 upon x raised to a. For example, 3 raised to negative 4 is 1 upon 3 to the power 4. 1 upon 3 raised to negative 2 is 3 squared. Alright, and last but not the least, which is a lot which seems a little complicated, but it's not. Let's drill down, right? When you have exponent of a product of powers, right? This is a product of two powers, x raised to the power a times y raised to the power b, and the whole thing is raised to the power c, which is nothing but a combination of some of the rules you've seen before in this video. And so the way to tackle it is nothing but x raised to the power a times c times y raised to the power b times c. So for instance, if you have x squared times y cubed the whole raised to 4, it is simplified as x raised to 2 times 4 times y raised to 3 times 4, which is x raised to the power 8 times y to the power 12. Alright, that was it for this part. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've been able to grasp all the rules that I mentioned before, and good luck. And if you enjoyed this video, please give your thumbs up as well as subscribe to our channel. Thank you.